Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, man. My goodness. Uh Now look, I know a lot of you who have been following all the Diddy news, and I mean, a lot of you guys should know who Day26 is. If you don't, they were another group that Diddy put together on his Making the Band show. Uh and boy, they had some ups and downs for sure. But they were just recently on DJ Vlad on his show or whatever during the interview, and Q Q from Day26, it says Day26's Q gets emotional in viral interview about Sean Diddy Combs alleges human sacrifices. Now, I seen parts of the interview. He really wasn't saying a lot. Um I don't know if they signed something. I just don't know, but he just kept saying he's not going to go into detail about it. But as you can see him talking about it, you can see his face, the emotions start to change. Some of the other members in the band from Day26 were also crying as well. Um, you can see it was very triggering. He says something about he has to get a shot every month because he's been diagnosed with schizophrenia and bipolar. It's like, look, man, uh, earlier this week, R&B group Day26 member Q Mosley began trending online after an emotional interview with DJ Vlad went viral. In the interview, Q broke down in tears as he recalled his time signed to Sean Diddy Combs, and the trauma he endured during that period. What's about the trauma you put me through when I? He said, what about the trauma you put me through when I read that email? That's why it's not just Sean that's guilty. They're all effing guilty. Um, Q tearfully told Vlad. He's basically saying a lot of people in Diddy's circle, close to Diddy, that knew all of this stuff was going on. But now he was kind of saying now how they're like trying to turn against Diddy. Um, During the conversation, Q also referenced an email allegedly sent by Diddy to the group, which mentioned human sacrifices. Although the email was not read aloud, like he wouldn't go into detail about it. The basically saying the mention of it visibly shook Q. Now, that's where I was saying you can just see his facial expressions start to change and stuff. And like I said, a few of them were in tears too. Um, seated alongside his fellow Day26 members, Robert, Brian, Willie, and Michael, Q questioned the timing of recent allegations surrounding Diddy. He said, I'll keep it very short. Things felt very sacrificial, Q stated. I don't want to sound like I'm a conspiracy person, because I'm not. But when you're under a power, man, it's just, I can't go into details now. But, sir, I'll tell you, it felt like some sacrificial stuff was going on, man. I felt very scared. Uh, it felt very scary and weird to the point where I ran to get help. Maybe I wasn't listening. Um, but like after after a little while, I kind of stopped following their journey. So I don't know if there's old videos of him speaking out and stuff like that. I know I reacted to something a while back, but I'm saying other than that. Um, so the interview was very, basically you can tell that they knew more than what they were saying. Um, like I said, I don't know if something was signed. I don't know. But definitely, like when people say I can't get into details, it's either something was signed or maybe they have a case. I don't know. But what's very important is him saying he don't want to seem like a conspiracy person, because that's the first thing they try to do. And I think that's when the fear sets in. When people are so shocked by the truth that you're telling to them right in their face, that one of the first things they're going to do is be like, nah, man, but again, a lot of these people have inside information. They work very close. They even talked about they were cool and friends with Cassie, back in the day. And that they were shocked by the video that came out about Diddy and Cassie in the hotel and what he did to her. Um, but I'm not a body language expert, but as they were talking, and certain, like if someone would say something, you kind of just look at all of their faces. If you guys haven't seen the interview, look at their faces, man. Uh I got the vibe like when Q would say something, it would be like they almost had a look on their face like, dang, I can't believe he's saying it, you know? Um, but we've talked about this in the industry, how crazy it get, how record labels can make a lot more money off you when you're gone and stuff like that. So to hear him say this, what he's saying, this is huge. I mean, this dude got to get a shot every month because of what he been diagnosed with. So my whole thing is, um, a lot of times when people are speaking, just listen. Don't write them off. Give them a listen. Don't let the fear set in, or nah, this person wouldn't do that. Like, again, we don't know these people, man. I think us on the outside looking in, we get so caught up in the celebrity status, the talent, the all that stuff, that we forget we don't know these people. You know what I mean? We only know them from their talents, you know? So like when a celebrity is charged with something or whatever, people be like, "Nah, there's no way this person could have did that." And it's crazy because like when they say that, they'll call them by their acting name or one of their favorite movies instead of their real name, because you don't really know the real person. So again, just like you had Chopper speaking out, you had Freddie P speaking out, Sarah on that documentary speaking out. A lot of these people were very, very, very close to Diddy. I'm not saying like close like friends. I'm saying close where they witness a lot of stuff. Because if you watch that Making the Band show, like he was ruthless on that show. And we look at it like, hey man, y'all about to be famous. Y'all better listen to what he got to say. And now you look at it and it's like, nah, nah. Um, this is pretty crazy though, man, for him to use those words, because that word has been thrown around a lot. So to hear him said that what he got in the email, and they all said they were scared, they start crying when he told them what the email was, because they were wondering, like, is somebody about to take him out? You know? Hey, man. Hey, appreciate y'all coming over and watching. As news breaks, I will continue to do my best to try to cover it and react to it. All right. Peace out.